Here on this page of the notes there is a small question on interest, but let's not worry about interest now. We will have time to get back to that. Let's look at question 8. Question 8 is they ask us to solve for t, and it is p equals s minus s dt. Here there are only variables, letters like you say, and we have to operate with them. So here we are going to use the approach that I have been telling you about, which is just moving things from one side to the other. So what I'm going to do is, since I have to solve for t, and for some reason I like to have t on the left side better at the end, I'm going to take this big package that contains t, which is minus s dt, and I'm going to move it to the left as positive s dt. And then this p, which is positive p, is going to be moved to the other side as s minus p. And then next step, I take these two friends, sd are multiplying t, and from multiplying position it moves to division position. My final answer is t equals s minus p over sd. And you see how this technique allows you to solve these equations very fast without any problems. Now, let's use the same equation to solve this time for s. S is in two places, so what do? Well, we factor s because s is a common factor. We factor s out, and we have now left 1 from here and dt from here. How do you verify that this is correct? Well, if you multiply back, you should be able to get what you have here. Let's see. S times 1 is s. S times minus dt is s dt, here with a minus. Finally, since we want to solve for s, we just have to move everything that is within parentheses to the other side. So we have now s equals p divided by 1 minus dt. Now, what I did was I just wrote it the other way, leaving s on the left side, but it's the same. Question 10 is the same problem. We have to solve for p. P is in two places, so we factor out p, and we have now p equals 1 plus rt. Next step is just to move 1 plus rt from multiplication position to division under a. And here you have the answer. Question 12. How do we solve this equation for b sub 1? Well, b sub 1 is inside some package. So what I'm going to do is use the technique that we have been using. I'm going to take 1/2 h, which is a multiplier, and I'm going to take it under a. Here it is. When I do that, I free this part. I only have b sub 1 plus b sub 2 left. My next step is to take b sub 2, move it to the other side, and now I will have this minus b sub 2 equals b sub 1. Here it is, final answer. And the same is done here to solve for x. I divide by m, and then I move x sub 1 to the other side, and I have my answer. Now, on page 92, you have already word problems. Read the wording. You will see how this applies. And so they tell you that the ratio of the length to the width is 2.25. From there, you multiply by w, or you move w up, so now you have L equals 2.25 w. Now they also say that the perimeter is 1040 feet. Now what is the perimeter? The perimeter is the length, the total outer length surrounding the figure. So we have one length, one width, another length, another width. So you have twice the length and twice the width. So you know, because of this, that 1040 equals twice the length plus twice the width plus twice the length. If you divide by 2 to simplify, you end up having half of 1040 is 520, and the 2's will cancel here. Now this is interesting here, because now you can go back to this expression here. Remember we had that the length equals 2.25 W, so we can use this expression for L in here, and now we have W plus 2.25 W equals 520. Now $1 plus $2.25 is 3.25, so 520 equals 3.25 W. Next step is to divide. 520 divided by 3.25, you take a calculator and you will see that you get 160. Therefore, the width is 160. And if the width is 160, how do we find the length? Well, we go back here and we say 2.25 times 160, and you will see that you get 360. Now read problem 26 so that we can solve it, and that will be for the next video.